Well, Michael, disappointing result at the end, but if you'd been here at half time, you would have wondered why Ayr weren't about 2 or 3 up. It was just a fantastic first half performance.
Yeah, we're delighted with the first half. Scoreline aside for the full 90, just looking at the first half on its own, to come here to Tannadice and play the football that we're known for. Probably the only disappointing side of it, going in a goal behind, is not having that cutting edge. It's just putting a few of those chances away and being a bit more ruthless when you're dominating the game so much. But delighted with the first half. The players' courage to get on the ball, move the ball, break the lines, and we were delighted that, other than the scoreline, not getting that ruthless cutting edge, that we need to go a couple of goals ahead, because that's the way we want to be playing. We want to start the games that way, but we need to get a few goals ahead in games as well.
Long periods of that first half, you were cutting through the Dundee United defence, you were getting the ball wide. Forrest on the wing was getting in so many great little crosses. It's just that little bit in front of goals, you just didn't manage to do anything.
Yeah, I think we need to work on hitting the right areas as well. That's both with the ball and off the ball. So it's something that we've been working on the last 10 days. So if we can add that to that good wide play, and the good switching of play and calmness on the ball to break the lines, I'm sure we can start being a bit more ruthless in front of goal.
Second half fell apart after the penalty incident, the gaffer getting sent off. I think Daniel Harvey was the other one to be booked as well.
Booked also.
It looked a very soft penalty, but for the few minutes after that and the 2 goals after the penalty, it was as if you were still resettling.
Yeah, it was a sore one to take, because at half time we're very comfortable in there. We know that we're on top of the game. The penalty changes a lot, because it gives them an opportunity to go 2 goals up, but the sending off obviously has a bigger impact in our ability to go and chase the game then. The Daniel did get booked within it as well. We've heard from the guys in the video team that it's a very soft, if not a penalty in any way, shape or form, but at the end of the day it's been given, and it's our opportunity then to try and recover the game with 10 men. So we went for a 4-3-2, trying to get a goal back, and unfortunately through an error in our own play, we've given them a chance to go 3 goals up. And when you're looking at the period in the second half at that point, it's about stemming it at that point and just finding a foothold in the game again, maybe dropping off them. So we kind of dropped off a wee bit, but very proud of the guys. First half performances we spoke about, but also the guys that come off the bench, because Andy Gagan came into the middle and tightened us up a wee bit, took the orders on to tighten things up and narrow up the midfield, and that worked for us to stem their play. But also Michael and Craig coming off the bench as well, and delighted with the guys from especially the left hand side defensively as well. Danny Harvey's performance and Alan's defensive performance as well was excellent, and we'll take the positives and analyse the rest of the game, but we'll take the positives and we'll move on.
One real positive, you've talked about one of them, Harvey, and on the other side Houston as well. The 2 of them have given you quality, real quality at the back and coming forward, the 2 H's.
Yeah, definitely. The full-backs have been excellent, but we've got strength and depth now. All the guys are back. Chris is close to fitness as well. Hopefully the knocks that Luke and Doc have taken today aren't too bad. They're looking not too bad in there just now, but they've been knocks rather than muscle injuries, so we're hoping that's just a few days. We can get them into training as well. So we're delighted with training, getting everybody back now. It's the last 10 days has been everybody apart from Chris, and it's been the first we've had that, so it's been good. But just looking forward now to moving on to the next game, getting Queens at home.
Disappointing to lose the gaffer, because he's been exceptional in midfield there, and he'll be disappointed with that as well.
He will be, yeah, but it's also one that he feels aggrieved with, and so do the players. So that is what it is when it happens like that. But one of the things I'd like to see as well, especially this time of year and coming to this place, the fans were outstanding. To see 250 odd fans, and not just to see them but to hear them all during the first half, and it's disappointing in the scoreline, and we're apologetic for that perspective, but we're proud of what we put on as a performance, as in we're grit and endeavour, and a big thank you to the fans as well, because I know it was an expense to come here today, so it's very much appreciated from everyone.